Now I'm gonna leave this running. There's only like a couple bars left on it, but just in candid conversation, just you and I just having a conversation.
Right.
Just about things that are going on in your life. You don't have to get deep to specific because there is a camera.
Right. Don't want to be on TMZ. Next.
Right. But I think I just want to talk to you about just about you.
Okay.
And what you are really feeling. You know, what this experience is given to you. What you'd like more of, and what you can take less of.
Gotcha. I don't think I'm in a position to take less of anything right now. I want to absorb it all. I'm really in different. There are phases in my life that I'm trying to take notice of. When I was working at American Axle, I was in my infant stage. I was working, making money, working. I was not developed yet. Once the job left, and I was out there to trying to fend for myself in a way mentally, that's when I started to grow. And then I started to grow. Started How If You Hear Me, and a lot of stuff within me was coming out in How If You Hear Me in the earliest parts. So I kind of wrote myself out of the rut, and that's when the growth really started. Then now I'm in my still in my learning phase, trying to. It's sort of like when if I can equate that to Superman. If you see the movie Man of Steel, Superman has a point where he started learning his power, and it showed when he was a kid, and the powers would come and go. Even when he was grown, he in a suit, fully suit, got the cape on, everything, he couldn't really fly. He had to jump up in the air and fail. That's where I'm at now. I'm learning my powers. Now I'm aware that I have powers. So I think the next year or so will be really interesting for me. I'm going to be learning my powers, learning my reach, learning who I am outside of what everybody sees.
How exciting is that for you? Like, really? How exciting is that? I'm
like on 10. Every day I wake up and my needle's like, because I'm looking at what's next one. Oh, wow, I can do that. Did I just do that? Did I just write that? It's always something new. And it's like, I wake up every day looking for that next new revelation of myself.
So, what has been so far like the most poignant thing that you've learned that you could do?
I would say my ability to reach people, and my voice. I never knew that I had such a strong presence in certain communities. Now, I started some people say, "Oh yeah, you read, you're that writer guy, or yeah, I heard about you from somebody else, and they said you was a real cool guy, Like, oh, when people who you look up to or above you speak your name in other directions, and then it comes back to you, like, you feel yourself a little bit. So I think that's really kind of where I'm at. I'm still kind of like, wow, they said that about me, really, Like on the show the other day on Witty Nation, a girl called from Texas. I'm like, Texas, really? I'm in Texas, and I'm not there physically, but my voice is there. So I'm still having that key. I'm learning that my reach and my power. So it's really important. That sticks out.
How do you? And I'm only asking this question because it seems to come out with people a lot about being humble and remaining humble. How do you enjoy that recognition and knowing what your powers are while remaining, on the ground?
What keeps me on the ground is my wife, my son, my friends, because I wasn't always here, and I see my growth in them. And so I remember way back in the day, before any of this happened, I think I was still like a teenager, so people always pulled me out of situations, because I was just a hard-head, blood to fight, let's have at it, drinking Sanites. And other people like, man, that's not you. You go over here. You go home. You go. And I had like street gangsters. Like no, you go over yonder. And it's like, okay, why are they pulling me out of these situations? I want to be in. I want to be down. And I remember that these people did not pull me out of these situations for nothing. And I keep that in my mind, like, okay, I was meant to do this, and I was meant to be here. I was meant to excel. But I remember that these people back in the day kept me out of stuff so I could do this. So I keep that in mind. Plus, I always go to my old neighborhood and just kind of like just sit. So now I'll go to my old house. My brother lives in the house I grew up in. So sometimes going back there and kind of like sit on the porch and just seeing stuff, I'm back. You know, I'm humble, I'm still me. Wherever I go, I still come back to that. So that's my humbleness right there.
How do you feel about like what's going on around you? And I'm going to use that as a broad statement. I'll let you paint it however you want to paint it.
I'm angry. I think it came out in my last 2 blog posts. I thought that we were, I'm not naive to say that stuff like the Michael Brown situation doesn't happen. Our legal system, I know it's flawed and one-sided, but now I kind of found out the depths to that, where that goes. Reading about the prison system and the privatizing prisons, and now it's a business. I'm like, really? So I can commit a crime, well, not commit a crime since I'm black, so I can get framed for a crime, go to jail, go to prison, and then somebody else is going to make money off of that. That's kind of bold. And so I was really angry about that for some weeks now. So yeah, I had to stand up and get that out of my system. But yeah, that kind of it really kind of fried me for a while, and I think even now talking about it kicks it back in. So my next week or so, I'm gonna work through that anger and embrace what I can do about it, and that's gonna make me happier and bring peace. That I can like work through that anger and help people around me work through it as well. So that's I'm looking for peace right now. Getting out of the anger, I'm looking for peace.
So in everything, we know that in our anger and in our search for peace, that we ourselves have to think in part of a solution. Do you have any solutions to what you feel is going on around you?
We have to unite. I think there's a lot of discontent, disharmony. A lot of people are so embracing haters and that whole mentality. We have to let that go. We have to talk to people and not see their faults, but see how we can work with this person. And once you do that, and you find a common ground, no matter what that person does on this side, you have an accord with this person, and that's how you build community. They still do whatever they do, but let's build this community right here. That's like I was telling somebody about the gay community, straight community. I don't see it as community. It's one community. That's what you do. That's your life. I live my life here. We one community. We need to get back to being one community. And I want to just talk to people and like, look, let's be one community. That way, if we one community, we're one voice. And you can't stop one voice. It's just we have to be a mass of people. We have to be a stronger voice and not be so easily divided.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that we are so divided?
Because it's profitable. If you got people divided, you can kind of like, especially in politics, and this happens every year, especially around this time. If I speak to a number of people and get them on my side, I want everybody to sit and talk to on my side as well. And if there are people that they don't like or they hate, I want to find out what they don't like about that person, what they hate about that person, and I'm going to expound upon that hate and use that hate to keep those people who like me even more and promote me to their friends. So that's putting money in my pocket. That's putting me in power. That's putting me in politics. That's keeping me going. And what I did, I just put a big wedge between these people and these other people over some nonsense, because that's what I want. Because putting wedges between people kept me in power. That is so wrong. and that's happening every day, everywhere. And I can't fathom. I don't like putting wedges between. I like building bridges. I'm a bridge builder. I'm a connector. You tell me that you need something. If I don't have it, I'm gonna tell you who got it. And I'm getting numbers like boom, boom, boom. Here. We're not doing that. We rather say, oh, that's a hate. Oh, they hate. But why are they hating? Why do you say that they hate? It could be because they hate something they have a very valid point that you need to change about yourself. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to change ourselves. We want to dismiss everything. Oh, it's hate. They hate. No, they might be right. Think about that, and that's what we need to do.
Well, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
It ain't often that Kara says that's all she got. So I think this is my time to run.
Cool. Thank you.